Just getting this done real quick. All right. Oh. Whoa. Probably have to do a little bit of cleaning on the floor. That game that I played that my buddy got me was, despite the graphics, so good. Few hiccups that I think they need to address as they go on. Being able to register the speed at which you punch. Whew. You got to get all the fat and all the membrane can off the top without getting down to the lean meat. And simple fat, you're going to rub it here and attach to that part of the meat. It's very tedious, but you got to get it done. You okay, honey? Then we go in and start an injection of our beef broth mixture. Inject all inside there, then I let it sit. All right. My team is Cool Smoke. I was trained in classic French cuisine, but for the last 5 years, I studied both. Everybody brings somebody else to like this. My wife and my son flew out and met me, and they're going to help me cook this weekend. Our rules state that we have to turn in 6 ribs. I can tell you that tomorrow. Well, the puppy's definitely been in the garbage. The ribs that I'm going to use is going to come from right in there. And competition barbecue, every little new detail. We need to go and set the camera out here during the day and move it into the bedroom at night.
No.
How you doing? What's up? Nice to meet you as well. From Diamond Bar, my name cook. Our Smack Your Daddy barbecue. We began our barbecue journey in 2008, and we ended up winning the California Rookie Team of the Year. We're having a blast cleaning across the nation.
I'm not afraid of Perry Sue or any California barbecue. Cook it all.
Now, you do it. You know, we've got all these fancy, heavy, high-dollar cookers. Yeah. And you gotta kick everybody. It's too easy. It's not the size of the equipment that matters. It's the technique. Our team is quite unique in the sense that we use very simple backyard grills. And we go up against teams that have $10,000 to $20,000 smokers. And we've done really well. I have a secret weapon. I use a soaker pan. Yeah. You see those? Yeah. Gives you sleep. We use a computer system with our simple Weber grills. I got my computer as a kit. It consists of a little fan that blows air in to raise the temperature, and the computer controls the temperature by regulating the amount of air that goes into the pit, maintaining a very consistent temperature that's essential for a good barbecue cook. Well, let's look at the bowl that this section of the parking lot does good for. How about that? Okay, that's a good point.
Wow, I wonder where everybody's at.
They got to complete just like the rest of it. I'm going to refer to this from here on out as Nightmare Hell Ride 2009. We made it. We traveled over 36 hours, 1,200 miles, multiple days, but finally we're here. Look at here. All the way from Texas.
All right, here we go. Got to vacuum a little bit.
Can you see the live?
I'm playing right now.
I'm worried that I fucked it up. Because I just went monetized. I'm really hoping that people can comment still. It says at the end. Okay, yeah. Thank you, honey. It does have the ability to put it on fan funding only. So I don't think I ever want to do that to my crew, though. Because everybody on my crew's got the same issues that I do. And to say that in order for them to talk to me, they have to financially subscribe, that is such a horrible thing to do to people. All right. So, as per usual, hey, Acid. I thought I had royally fucked up when it comes to this whole situation right here. Today we started our journey in monetization. I don't think I can have people go and donate money until I hit that 4,000 mark, but they have it so that I can start setting up advertisements at the end or the beginning of my videos, or even in the middle, but I don't think I want to do that to anybody.
I volunteered, I asked.
Hi, Acid. But they gave me the option of setting it up so that only the paying fans can talk to me. And I was just like, why would I want that? Everybody that I know is in the same situation that I am. Nobody can afford that. But, yeah, we don't get to donate until later on. So we're kind of further along, but at the same time, we're still stuck doing similar things that we've done before. I was kind of hoping donations would. Yeah, they have it set up to where people can pay monthly to be a fan. I have it set up to where there's something, and then there's the boss level, which is $6.99. And I've got to start setting up perks for those that actually go and spend what I consider to be ridiculous sums of money to pay to be a subscriber. Yeah, we do. But luckily, I did not fuck it up. Luckily, all of my original fans, my family here online, can still comment as per usual. I have a new poem to put to a video that I will be posting probably tomorrow, but it is freaking fantastic, as is tonight's animal. But again, I don't know if this site's gonna actually do what it's supposed to. So tomorrow's not the animal, no. All right. By the way, let's see here. Can you guys see this? So when I got off of work, I had like 10.24 miles. After playing that game, I have 11.36. I apparently ran over a mile in my living room. Knees to chest. Knees to chest. Hey, Rosie. Rosie was there for it. She saw what I was doing.
I had never encountered such a fierce, tense storm ever.
All right.
Sleeping. It didn't bother me a bit.
During the storm, when I was inside and Billy was, watching everything, the hail came down and the wind started blowing and it knocked over one of the green eggs. The whole inside of the egg was broken. It was really important for us to get that green egg going because it produces the best chicken and beef for us. What is so fortunate is that we did have someone that was able to give us the parts to let us cook on the egg.
You don't think our cars are in the way, do you?
Totally unscathed.
All right.
I don't know why this one did that. It was just talking to everybody else. Over, dying.
The storm was as quick as it was fierce. Now almost 1 a.m. in the morning, and making sure that we get everything back to normal. We quickly uninsulated smoker. So what that means is that the rain hits it, the temperature will drop, and it's really impossible to maintain a consistent cooling temperature. We learned through trial and error that once you have a fluctuating pit, it goes out. So the key was to keep it constant. We did everything we could to get the temperatures back up. Everything was absolutely wet and basically maybe a pinch of water on the ground. No. So there was a lot of concern for the rest of the evening that we could actually recover and make sure that the meat would cook properly.
A lot of teams that run the comp think I start my fire.
Really, Oliver?
You know, I come down at 4 o'clock, get a fire started.
Really, buddy?
Really,
Really, you gotta come in here and get all the attention you
But I like
can.
to start the fire with charcoal. And when I start the charcoal, the lighter fluid. That's what it's made for. And I saturate. I generally use about a quart.
Scratching my dog while scratching my toes.
A lot of food.
Shit, I forgot to make the doctor's appointment.
Pull that charcoal and that wood. I'm still smelling. That lighter fluid is oil based and it's gonna be in his meat. He's one of the best cookers in the world, but I wouldn't put a lighter fluid on in my pit at all.
Storm blew through and knocked out the computer, which could have ended up in disaster and ruined my products and my meats. But luckily for us, we had a backup plan. It was almost my chance that I decided to bring a second computer. But we knew that Mesquite was a $40,000 prize, and we decided, hey, we gotta make sure that we double be ready for any.
Oliver, there you go.
Boy, that really paid off. The simple split-second decision
Oh.
was the difference between success and disaster. A mop essentially is a marinade that you prepare, that you apply on the rice,
Whew.
or you will cook. The mop is needed in order to keep the meat moist. We did our boiling, and it will probably about an hour and 15 minutes.
Oh no. Damn it, even the animals are getting older. Oh wait, no, that's supposed to happen. Is there water over there?
Bunny muscle is probably the most common meat on the cut.
Okay.
If you look, it's got strands. You can see when it's raw steak running across the edge, all inside it, and that's where it's at.
Oh my god. Okay, so start with this little creature right here. This is our little escape artiste. Just fed my cats, and the baby boy doesn't seem like he wants any. The girl had been sleeping by the food bowls almost half the day. Now, look at this critter. This is a Brazilian blue violet male. He managed to slip by our defenses when we went to go and put him back into this cage during cage cleaning. We had to go and catch him. In the middle of catching this poor little baby, he threw almost all of those urticating hairs. Right, boy? Look at you, you leggy little bastard. Such a pretty thing. Now, these tarantulas might scare a lot of people because, I mean, they do have hypodermic needles under their face. But for the most part, they strive not to bite. They will flee. They will throw urticating hairs. They will smack at you. But for the most part, they will not try to land a fang unless need be. I've only had one Brazilian blue violet throw a threat posed my way, and that was just once. I guarantee you all the tarantulas you own will do that at some point. Looks sort of silver today instead of blue today, unless that's the lighting. It could be. In my opinion, they seem to change coloration as the days progress. Sometimes they're a little bit more purple or a little bit more blue. So it would not surprise me if he was a little bit more gray, especially given the fact that he is an adult male. It's bound to happen at some point. Woo! He just flew across his cage. We are not going to let you out, buddy. Trying to make another beeline for the exit. Oh. Well, we're at it. We've got these guys who have once again drank all of the water in their cage. These are our crickets. So what we're going to do is fill their water dish. Crickets need a lot of moisture. My goodness. Fill their water. We got to start treating the crickets like we treat regular pets. That way we don't accidentally forget about them, which seems to be something my brain likes to do a heck of a whole lot. Not good if you're trying to breed them. Rip Diana Fossey. Is it bad that I don't know who Diana Fossey is?
Symmetrical, so you can showcase the color of what
There we go.
so that the judges
Lordy.
will be able to the highest score, highest win now.
Is that the lady who?
I thought that was, heck, what is her name? Is she a gorilla lady?
There we go. You know, you can do a little bit of parsley, you can do a little bit of lettuce. Honestly, I don't get it.
One of them was an American primatologist, conservationist, known for the undertaking of extensive studies.
I don't understand who would be poaching gorillas. Why would you be poaching gorillas? That seems...
Her murder in 1985.
She was murdered? Oh, hell no.
Now it's up to the judges.
No, that's messed up.
It's presided over by a
All right, so this is our other male Brazilian blue violet. His name is Blue. Yeah, I know. Blue, the Brazilian blue violet. His purple's kind of showing, but he's also kind of gray. Jane Goodall. No. I knew of Jane Goodall, but I was like, who's the other person?
that guarantees that every entry is anonymous. When tasting
Now, when taking care of these guys, make sure that you do your best to mimic their natural environment, which is to say, you keep their environment humid. Down in South America, where these guys are from, they are from the Amazon rainforest. They tend to need to have a lot of humidity. You want to give them plenty of dirt to play with, especially if they're young. They're going to want to dig burrows. The adult males, as you see here, would rather go and set up sperm webs in corners than dig tunnels. Of course, they are looking for females.
Okay, yeah.
That was really into gorillas. Became really weird. No, my God. So, not trying to trash talk, but you guys remember the newer Planet of the Apes movies? Yeah. My ex's sister, she had a thing for the male protagonist ape in that movie. So when I hear somebody say it became weird, I understand, unfortunately, what that entails.
I was very disappointed because when I.
That was a very, very weird night.
They just didn't come out the way they did on my.
Poaching gorillas or exotic pet trade was one of the ways Rwanda, I believe it was making money. We're allowing it. Diana was like, fuck no. And then she got murdered.
They never caught for sure who did it.
When we're judging the ribs, one thing you're looking for is the
She slept with her assistant and she was really weird about gorillas. Oh, no. Oh, yes. Thomas is here. Hey, Thomas came in and he was cheering me on while I was playing that boxing game. You know what? That boxing game has one weird attribute that I did not see coming. It has you jog in place.
Not just arms.
Did you see me doing the whole bit on the floor? Yeah, no. Legs too. It's a good way to lose weight.
How can it tell?
Probably because the same way it could tell when you were jumping. It told me that it wanted me to.
So just do this.
It wanted me to jump in the house. I said, fuck no. This is how I'm going to go through the floor today. Whew, all that running was crazy. I got 11.34 miles through the whole day. Oh, never. Guess what? Daddy's not going to pet you until he's down on the ground doing more of those sit-ups. Whew. So I think what I'm going to do on the days that I can go and play on there, I am going to break it up into different forms of gameplay. I have the Batman game. I have this new boxing game. Not nude. New. I heard that little part where I accidentally put a D in there.
You put the D in it?
Yeah, I accidentally said nude boxing game instead of new boxing game. So yeah, I did in fact put the D in the enunciation. Not
No,
good.
I didn't say anything about enunciation.
Don't worry, honey, there are no titties in any of my games yet. Anyway,
That's not where you put the D.
it depends entirely on what you're doing. So I also have Assassin's Creed Onward. So what I think I might do is start spacing these out and breaking them up so I play.
Guess what?
What?
I did have current Subway coupons in my purse.
No.
I used it today. They're good until the 25th.
Cyberpunk has titties. Does it come on the Oculus?
Mr. Stone here likes to wait till the very last minute.
She's shaking her head at me. I'm just pushing them buttons. Not quite digging myself a grave, but I'm pushing them buttons. Good Lord. Now let's go put this guy back, and we're going to take a look at our little male. Here, our little Harpic deer polecripes. Now, the Harpic deer polecripes is a species of tarantula that comes from Africa, so its environment needs to be very arid. Probably needs to be super duper warm to some extent, but he seems to like 75 to 77 degrees just like the rest of them. He is a heavy webbing species. He loves his two-story abode. Hi, Alf. Right now we have my wife, Miss Critter Keeper. We have Acid, Rosie, Thomas, and Alf and Durs. That's what you get for trying to sneak out. I knew it was coming. I knew it was going to happen. Have a good night, Durs. Ow. There he is. Look at that. Such a good boy. And I would get kind of pissed about the boobs. I think my wife would too. Yeah.
Cool. It's not really pissed, I'd just be jealous.
That's the same thing.
Categories have been announced.
Kind of.
Time to name the
Jealousy and being pissed can be the exact same thing. You can be pissed because you're jealous. Aha!
$10,000.
There we go. Good night, Durs.
Feel like I had a good cook today. I absolutely will be called up on the stage.
Oh God, that's probably why he's not with us right now. Because he knows what comes when he comes. He knows what's coming when he goes and joins the live these days. Elon! Elon! Dookie! Do you eat Dookie? Dookie Dookie! Alright. Hi, Nicole! We just got done playing a new game that my buddy, I remember what we call him. Well, one of the things we call him is Gunny Shark because he is a Marine. Marines never quit being Marines, okay? Who eats poo, really? That is the question. But I went and sent him one of the tarantula molts in a mold, and he bought me this new game. Now, the graphics are not the best, but the workout is phenomenal because it has you jog in place, which on this floor is questionable. But you also box the bad guys in that last boxing match. Holy cow. Everybody at McDonald's. Oh.
I still want a Big Mac and fries.
McDonald's is bad for you. Cook it yourself. No.
Burgers are never that good.
What? Our burgers are better than McDonald's. Especially when we have them stuffed. The elephants beat the crows when it comes to revenge. Yeah, because don't you know, an elephant never forgets. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is this? What is this?
Even when you feel like you nailed your mind, the closer it gets to first, you start to lose faith. And you start to doubt that you're gonna hit the
Funny.
ball.
Okay, you found a place down.
What is that? What is that?
You had to steal her bone first.
After it's smoking, sir, I'm very happy for that.
First place in the fourth rib category goes to Jerry King.
Oh, yeah.
Second place in the fourth
Chest
rib
scritches.
category
Chest
goes to
scritches.
First place in the fourth rib category. And the check for $1,500 goes to
Back. No. Okay.
In the rib category,
Where you going?
Goblin Barbecue placed 47 out of 47 teams. Pirates Jackson South placed 23rd. Johnny Smoking Trigger came in 22nd. Leanne's Wood Chicks Barbecue came in 10th. Tuffy's Cool Smoke placed 5th. And Harry's Slap Yo Daddy took 4th.
Look at all this excess skin, guys. She has enough skin to make a whole other puppy. A whole other puppy.
place goes to third place in the fourth category goes to Jack Sosa. Second place in the fourth category goes to Smoking Trigger.
Third and fourth, you know, I was kind of feeling good about myself, and then Johnny got a
There you go.
Then I knew it was on.
There you go.
So I come down to the damn wire.
Never seen Johnny run that
Go
quick.
get your bone. He's chewing on it.
In the pork
He's
category,
chewing on your
Paul's
bone. You
Pablo
better go
Diablo
get it.
Barbecue placed 33rd out of 47 teams. Leanne's Wood Chicks Barbecue placed 24th. Tuffy's Cool
Yeah,
Smoke
mind your
placed
way.
19th.
You
Harry's
do realize
Slap
you
Yo
can go
Daddy placed
around,
14th.
right?
Myron's Jack Soul South took 3rd. And Johnny's
Duchess.
Smoking Triggers
Duchess, you
placed
can go
2nd.
around.
Moving on. Brisket
You're being
category,
impossible. You know that, right?
Iowa Smoky
You're being
Dave.
ridiculous. Duchess.
Fourth place
You
goes
can go
to
around.
R&R Barbecue.
I eat turriches. Maybe I am getting flea bites between my toes at night. That is driving me nuts. There's nothing worse than being at work and like all of a sudden your toes start getting real itchy. Maybe it's dealing with the customers. That's what makes my toes itch. Or dry skin. Oh, you mind?
Wood Chicks Barbecue took 33rd.
Stop it.
Smoke placed 19th.
You guys, what is your problem?
Johnny Smoking Triggers placed 11th. And Myron's Jack's Old South took 2nd. After all 4 categories,
All right.
Johnny Trigg has $1,200.
Done being gross.
$225. Myron Mixon has $250. Leanne Whitman has $100. Harry Sue has $450. And Paul Peterson has 0.
I want to go home at least $10,000 plus. You know, I think the two doors are paying maybe $1,000, $2,000, but I want at least $10,000.
Remember, the grand champion is the barbecue team that scored the most points overall. As long as you are doing well enough in every category to accumulate enough points, at the end of the day, you may not have gotten a trophy in chicken, but you're the grand champion.
Fifth place. Overall rank. Helen Envy. 4th place. Overall rank. The first inaugural Mesquite, Nevada goes to.
Oh, stop.
We feel really good being 47 today. Some of the best teams in the country.
Oh.
It was an honor to be up on that stage tonight.
Oh my God.
Did he eat his bowl of food?
I don't know. Shut the fuck up, please.
I fed them all while we were playing your game.
It doesn't seem like him to eat his whole bowl. You still have a full bowl. Shut up. What? Why would Justin want a divorce? A divorce. You have food! Oh. So this right here is our baby girl, little bitch. That is her name. That is just not me cussing. Oh, I'm sure he still likes you. Here we go. She got the pets. He's not just gonna all of a sudden be like, nah, I don't like her anymore. That's not the way dudes work. Most of the time, you gotta do something real crazy. Have you done something real crazy? Can you do something real crazy online? He's not even close enough to you to say hi to you. He doesn't know what smells yet. All this stress can't be good for your acid reflux.
Do I need to go on Discord and say something?
This episode of Barbecue Pitmasters. The Pitmasters take on the challenge of competing in 2 competitions at once.
I had like a plan and I'm not thinking about anything.
He's not ignoring. He could be working. Matter of fact, I think he said he was going back to work this week. Now this right here is Lasiodora parabana, or a salmon acid. Acid. Remember, he can't take his phone with him into work because it's a felony. He's not ignoring you. He just is probably at work. So this is a salmon pink bird-eating tarantula. It is an insectivore. Are you sure, Acid? And she loves these greens. We actually caught her sleeping in them yesterday. So, care for this animal is the same as the Brazilian blue violets. The Brazilian blue violets also need to have higher humidity. They need to have an ample source of water. We put greens in her cage because we wanted to see if she was going to appreciate them, and thus far she has. Maybe he's just busy with his kids. With his kid, I don't know. Crotch goblins are always a handful. It doesn't matter if there's 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Or he might be depressed and need to have some time to himself. No, they're not real greens, unfortunately. Now, when it comes to tarantulas, she is the calmest that we have in our care. This Lasiodora parabana will even let me go and pet her abdomen without much of an issue. She hardly goes into a stress pose. She never throws her urticating hairs. She's no longer trying to bite me.
It'll come back to bite you in the face.
What kind of substrate do we use? We use coconut fiber. Eco Earth to be exact. However, we do substitute on occasion with generic brand somewhere. Or is the Eco Earth the generic brand? I think I've forgotten what the word generic means. Oh no. Sometimes when that type of stuff goes on. See? Rosie gets it. You guys will never have to worry because I will always, well, almost always be showing up at the end of the day to at least say hi to you guys. He's probably waiting in the back, biding his time. He's going to be like, surprise!
Maybe his phone broke.
I'm surprised mine hasn't.
Right. Same here.
I am just as violent with my phone now as my wife used to be with hers. I work better phone, and she just Captain America shield her phone around the room. Back at, was it the other house? It was here. She literally ricocheted her phone all the way around the room, landed right back on the couch. The damn thing, yeah, like I said, it went, whomp, 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 and it landed back on the couch. It was like complete return to sender, and I just sat there amazed, both because the phone returned and because it still worked.
Been doing this long now for about 6 years.
I get mad when I don't get shinies on Pokemon Go. I used to play that, and then I heard that it was going downhill, so I stopped. They changed a lot of things that people don't like on Pokemon Go. Yeah. So, we are generally homebodies. I now have a game that I can play where I'm running, and I was running for damn near 40 minutes in the game, in the house. Barely got winded. but that's probably because I was running in place. No other. That's another thing he could be doing. The dude might be sleeping. Or he might be dating somebody else.
Honey,
Joking!
It's like a barbecue guy. We're trying to get
Justin.
competition for people that they don't have a chance.
What? I'm a horrible human being.
what?
I said I'm a horrible human being. Somebody better get a hold of him now because freaking Acid's about to go full on detective. I've considered all of what he might be doing. You are online married. So the least he could do is not fall off the face of the planet. You know what I mean? He could be like, hey, I'm going to be gone for a few. This is what I'm going to be doing. Bye. That's right. They can also be assholes like no other. Right, Monkey?
That's what I do every day.
My phalanges. Actually, more so, my wife's phalanges. How do those fingers feel, sweetie? So this is pretty much what owning tarantulas is like. Everybody's so scared. Oh, the tarantulas, they're plotting world domination. No. They're plotting how to best stay sleeping in their cage. Because they live this simple life. That's what makes them so amazing. My fur baby is my other child. Oh. You know what I love? Last night, so freaking epic. I got up, had to use the bathroom once. The dogs did not get up with me. I did not have to take them out. I went back to bed and I passed the fuck out. It was the deepest, most peaceful sleep I think I've gotten in so long. I woke up. I was not automatically angry that I was so tired.
I wasn't happy to wake up. In a car that's trucked inside.
We did have to deal with like 5 customers that decided they were going to drive the wrong direction in public one. One of them actually got out the entrance of public one, and I had to stop them to be like, hey, that's not okay. It's also not okay that nobody stopped to tell you that it's not okay. But now I'm going to tell you it's not okay so that the next day you come in, you won't do that shit. I have one female named Megatron. We talking cat? Or did you name your child Megatron? That is so funny. Oh, Meg must be short for Megan. Not exactly.
Inside the injection here, looking at white vinegar, apple juice, salt, and sugars, and you got a few secret ingredients in it. We'll wind up with about anywhere from 8 to 10 gallons in this hog. When you're injecting any kind of product, in this case the whole hog, there are certain points.
Oh no!
Hitting hard. Like
Oh no!
Entry on the hams, you got about 8 points of entry on the shoulders.
What is this?
You got 12
Duchess!
you got
Oliver!
sides, you got about 5.
You're both so jealous that when the other one comes out, you don't want to attempt it.
This is what old guys do. What young guys do. Just inject him up, lay the rub out all inside the cavity, wrap him, goes on the grill, starts the process. Big cocker in the jack-o'-lantern trays. When he gets a contest like this, we use my right hand. Before he was saying. I am the best hog cooker out here. Now, whether I win tomorrow night, you know, anybody can be beaten on any given day. But if I get beat, it won't be because my hog ain't perfect. Because I have some sorry ass judges.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm going head to head against Myron, and I think he'll be very surprised at how well I'm gonna do.
Right there.
We made 5 gallons of injection, so we'll be injecting all of that into the hog.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
and then applying the dry rub after that.
There you go.
As far as pig powder,
There you go.
probably over 30 pounds, and that is because I need a lot of things the whole hog. Then we wrap the whole thing in foil. Hey, it looks like a little bit.
Leanne, she's over there doing her prep on her hog, and she had to lay out for her. She was found, she was
You look so bummed out.
On Friday afternoon.
Life must be so hard for an animal that doesn't have to work.
Since they'll be turning in
Keep it
boxes
up, and I'll start an
judges
OnlyFans just for the dogs.
There's an unusually complicated.
You know,
I told you to do that.
do you actually want me? I will. I will pull the trigger on that. And we will have a third source of income.
Oh, did you tell everybody what we're getting tomorrow?
We are getting traumatized. No, I'm kidding.
A 10-minute window,
We are getting
with our brisket,
a
which is ridiculous.
what is that called? Dehumidifier. No? Dehydrator. Same principle, more correct scale.
And the cookbook to go with it.
We are going to be making so much jerky.
There's gonna be one thing. The whole house is gonna smell like it.
So what?
We're gonna have to share.
They've never cooked a day in their lives, so they don't understand. You cannot put it in that bottle.
No. Hey.
What do you do?
Witches! Get back there. Wolf, come here. Wolf, come here. Come here. Yeah, no. Duchess, let Wolf get attention. You let Oliver get attention, but not Wolf? Not Wolf? Oh.
They were just about ready to go banana.
Stop it.
I wasn't very different.
Duchess!
And they've been into alcohol.
What are you doing?
Like the name of the books back behind my back.
Wolf deserves attention too.
Walking with me just for a little insurance. Protect me in the back so they don't stab me.
Whoa!
You ever heard of hell raising like him before?
Well, Johnny gave us that. I'm not surprised at all. I'm Harrison from Dog, California. I'm the head cook of Back for Daddy Barbecue. We cook with intention of our heart. We're cooking in Illinois for the first time ever,
Whoa.
and we'll do something a little
Whoa.
differently for the brisket. See if we can up our scores.
Oh,
Some
whoa.
sugar, called turbinado sugar.
You want stretches?
Two rubs on it, and kind of
He's
get
taking his
flavor
time drinking.
flavors.
Whoa!
Hopefully the judges will be able to pick up.
Reminds me of Monkey. He caught a rat
And we can wow them.
until Hiram said, "Good boy," then he let it go.
Yeah! Yeah! He had it in his mouth, everything. The rat was like acting like it was in its final, death throes. And I was like, good boy, Monkey. And he sets the rat on the ground and it runs back to its hidey hole. And I looked at Monkey and I was like, you're useless when you get the love and attention you want.
But it went off real well. You're saying a
Are you ready for more? Oh, yeah.
Sushi, I mean, what you
Oh,
call it.
yeah.
Pretty sick.
I got a piece right there. And they
Yoink.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. We were standing around.
Huh.
And then this drunk showed up, and he happened to be one of the hell racers at the Cook's meeting.
Yeah, Monkey used to catch mice when I lived in that apartment. Let it go, catch it again. Do the same thing with frogs.
He kind of roughened up the hair on the back of my neck.
So you're gonna have the best product there is? Yeah. I'll tell you what.
But anyone that he would beat us in the brisket. I said, well, let's see if you got $100 before we call it that.
You wanna see it? Hell, I got whatever you want.
And he got at him, and we were at a third party in the whole planet.
My friend, I can tell you right now, 10 minutes you said you did Manchester, your box up there. You got a bad script. Well, I can guarantee you one thing. I got
He reached up there and poked me in the chest. I said, don't you touch that. And I had fire in my eye.
I got on the NBN. We're not talking NBN, we're talking KCBS. Oh, okay, all right. That's the whole point. That's the order, man.
I was so mad when he did that. We were in the grip of rat infestation. And here's this fat cat letting it go. We're not bracing the feet. The feet need to lift up too. It's a combination of leg lifts and sit-ups. That's why you do it. All right. Keeping your feet off the ground keeps tension on the muscle groups. All right. Now this is that's hilarious. Look at it. Yep. Now this is a Brazilian white-knee tarantula. If that non-killed kill. You are kind of useless, tarantula. Live baby rabbits?
You know, I could picture all of it doing that.
Boop. You see, that's the beautiful thing. A lot of people think that mink, which are related to ferrets and other weasels, were only good for raising for pelts. When mink are, in fact, one of the best things you can use in, I believe it's called tandem, with a rat terrier. You send the mink down into the rat burrow, it scares out the rats or kills them, and the terrier picks out the ones that make it out of the burrow. There's a guy that does this professionally, and it's the craziest thing to see. Now this is another tropical terrestrial tarantula. It has a hide here. It did not appreciate the greenery, so we took the greenery out. We got to make sure that it's nice and moist.
Many teas have a night crew to continue cooking, preparing, and most importantly, tending the fires to make sure that a constant temperature is maintained throughout the night.
Like, what would you do with the baby rabbits? Oh, she totally just threw some hairs. What are they making?
Barbecue.
Well, I know they're making barbecue. Leave them on the porch to find their way home or something? Oof, that's rough. My general knowledge is that rabbits just are not the best at finding their old homes once it's like a football field away or out of sight. I should know. My mom was dumb enough to go in, no offense, Mom, but release rabbits out into the neighborhood because they bred like rabbits through mesh wire. And yeah, once you scared them out of sight from the original area that they were in, they never came back. And I think it's because they got a screw loose up here. More loose than the ones that I've got jumbling around up there. Hey, Electra, the lucky scientist. Doing good. Today we are doing abs and, of course, critter care. After this tarantula, we are going to go. I'm going to put her away right now. Get my poetry Then,
Did you bring the book in the house?
yes, might need your help for this with your phone in case it doesn't work. And we'll do this rather quickly so she can get back to having fun.
Doing what?
What?
Watching live.
Well, I'm going to need it so that we can showcase the animal. Okay.
I already forgot what it was. I know it's missing body part.
It's an earless monitor lizard.
Earless?
Which is already
Oh,
endangered because of habitat loss, which is, awesome.
I started getting a little nervous Saturday morning because I didn't feel as if the hog was getting to the right temperature fast enough, and I wasn't sure it was going to get done on.
Beleza.
I was nervous. I wanted to
Hey, Luis Fernando Silva. All right, let's go and get this show on the road.
When time started ticking down, I definitely got frazzled because I didn't think the hog was going to be
Okay.
That's gonna be the last time I did
What?
it.
This picture.
While you're worrying about getting your food done properly, you have to worry that your camp is presentable.
Okay.
Think about the judges are gonna look around. They're gonna stare at your silverware, at your goblets, at your tablecloth. They're gonna judge everything about your camp as well as your food.
You'll never guess what I saw at first.
I can't say that I've ever been
You
nervous
thought it was a
for any
slum.
competition. I'm very worried that I'm gonna
I was-
have time constraints to get the food done the way I want it to, and also I'm very worried about
All right.
the nutrition factor, because I've never done it before.
Brazil.
Guess I didn't think we needed Swedes for barbecue.
Yeah, they do. As a matter of fact, the majority of them come from that neck of the woods. Might be from other neighboring countries, but the Theraphosa genus, like we have over in here, I don't know if she's molt yet. Let's go take a look, shall we?
So it's a little history of about.
Fucking molt already!
Maybe they'll feel this is right, and it's genuine and it's something.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna go get it.
Try to do well, and maybe they'll respect that. Just about time. This is really interesting, this particular contest, because of the presentation factor and the fact that I'm a woman, and then you have like Myron, the big grizzly guy with the big rig, and just very well versed on the whole hog experience. And then you have little old me coming in with the dining room table, first time hog cooker. It's really gonna be interesting to see how it plays out with judging, because maybe they'll have sympathy for me. I'm telling you. Look at that, and that's right in the pan. Let's try.
All right, you ready?
It's the beginning of a long day as teams are cooking up to 7 categories.
This quickly.
All right.
The tournament schedule will make this the most demanding event many of these pitmasters have cooked, with just minutes between some.
Yay! Honey, you ready?
I'm telling you. Look at that, and that's right in the
Well, first, I'm gonna see something.
bunch crap. We had a little bit of challenge with the hog
Oh my God, it's working!
to check.
Of course, I got a picture up.
You know, the shoulder,
Okay.
the hand of the hog, all different areas, because you need to cook it evenly. You might have to check the hog in order to achieve the right temperature in each spot. Thank you. Thank you.
For those teams cooking a whole hog, the pressure is doubled because they're
Ta-da!
do at almost the same time. Chicken,
You chose that picture?
Look at him! Look at that face!
Tough part. It's not good stuff.
All right. On it.
This is probably the most difficult contest that I've ever done in my life. I mean, we had chicken starting at 10 o'clock in the morning. What do you need? Put that there.
The ground.
The fact that we're overlapping on the same day. What time is it? Good time?
Here we go. The earless monitor is found upon the shores of fresh water where the pH is more neutral than areas we've covered before, as they tend to look for food scored from the water or the ground where worms are bound to be found and the climate around keeps stress down. These creatures tease that there'll be a breeze to please, but you'll find degrees of stress, not ease, if you seize a chance to obtain, one to contain. The environment you'd maintain would be a pain, so refrain from trying to gain these critters that should remain untamed, and maybe lay claim to a pet famed in the critter game, like a monitor framed is easier to tame. Found in Borneo, these animals go to grow to 16 inches, so at least they can't throw around mass to bestow a blow, though their bite might sow woe, so just say no. Ta-da! There it is. So these guys are semi-aquatic, mostly aquatic. They tend to live close to bodies of water that have a pretty evened out pH level. They feed on worms, they feed on fish, they feed on crustaceans. They are pretty much carnivorous. They are earless, and they are relatively new to the pet trade. There are individuals that are picking these animals up. I do not recommend it because they are going to need quite the crazy environment. Look at that face. Bossy. When it comes to care, the more additions you need for an environment, the harder it's going to be. And I know that these guys only get to about 16 inches, which really, it's not that large. Hey, Spanky! It's been a minute. Yeah, you need enough water for those to swim. And therein lies the problem. You know, you'd think that the animal trade would in some ways help bolster the amount of these critters out in the world. But the problem is they're willing to go and basically strip environments of these animals to ensure that they get into the pet trade. When in fact, I think what needs to happen is they go and they breed them to the best of their ability in the countries that they're from. They boost the habitat to the best of their ability, and then once the numbers surpass a certain amount, then introduce them to the pet trade. But when you go and you strip a species out of a given area, especially a newer species, you kind of ruin it for literally everybody involved, from the animals to those who are technically poaching the animals. My buddy has two. They are assholes. Moreover, getting a select group of these in the U.S. and then breeding the heck out of them with the intention of just selling those in the U.S. and breeding those with others somewhere else in the U.S. would definitely be better for the creatures involved than constantly pulling them out of the wild. That's why I tend to go and seek out animals that I know have been bred in the United States. And of course, they're assholes. There are just a select few monitors out there that aren't assholes. The majority of them tend to have attitude problems, primarily due to the fact that most monitors are relatively wild, even, in captivity. We've kind of lucked out when it comes to tegus, which are tegus technically in the monitor genus, or are they, something unique unto themselves? Yes, Lilith. Is Lilith an asshole, or is she tamish?
I thought it just depended on the day.
Huh. They are the third largest monitor. Hey, buddy, why the long face?
All the rest of it's called filling. Along with it, water we add to our paint and steam on that flavor profile.
But again, it's a monitor, it's aquatic. You need to make sure that you have a viable habitat for it. Lots of water for it to swim in, the appropriate diet, not trying to half-ass it with the diet, but feeding it the right diet like fish, worms, what have you. A lot of people would probably half-ass it, throw in the wrong types of meat in there and screw it all up. Oliver! Hey!
What's he doing?
Oliver, come here. What are you up to? Why did it sound like you pulled something out of the garbage? Better not be picking up habits from Duchess. Huh? Huh? All right.
It's killing me. I am a nervous.
Well, yeah, but that's with pretty much any reptile. Reptiles do not handle cold weather that puts them at below what they would handle out in the wild. Actually, we do have a bag of twin snakes, which is kind of like worms. All right, the outro. The earless monitor is found upon the shores of fresh water where the pH is more neutral than areas we've covered before, as they tend to look for food scored from the water or the ground where worms are bound to be found, and the climate around keeps their stress down. These creatures tease that there'll be a breeze to please, but you'll find degrees of stress, not ease if you seize a chance to obtain, one to contain. The environment you'd maintain would be a pain, so refrain from trying to gain these critters that should remain untamed, and maybe lay claim to a pet famed in the critter game, like a monitor framed is easier to tame. Found in Borneo, these animals go to grow to 16 inches so. At least they can't throw around mass to bestow a blow, though their bite might sow woe, so just say no. Ta-da! What's your new nickname for Gino?
Saturday morning, and the Murfreesboro barbecue cook-off is in full swing.
Yes,
You know, on Amazon they sell roach chow.
Putting together their pork boxes.
doesn't surprise me.
You want to see that pro, look what the hell's going on right here, that's so sad, like a well.
Acid.
I have a barbecue king. Is that it right now? It is 11:20. What time's got to be ready? 11:30.
Anyway.
11:40.
Let's get back to the standard thing.
Turned in for blind judging. They'll now turn their attention to ribs.
Oh, yeah, we did do other poems, too.
They'll only have a few minutes to get their
Try that instead of fish plate.
justice.
Well, how much is it?
Here's $10 for a pound.
Is it, how much for fish legs?
I hope that.
Well, we don't have our usual container.
Oh.
I think they're very good. Very good. Which chicks go?
With the blind judging boxes in for ribs, some teams will now.
Jinguini, like linguini. Oh, my God. So this is the new poem that I'm going to be putting out. To be fair, we constantly air that we do critter care and share workouts here and there. So if you were ill prepared, that's not our despair to bear. Our pets tend to upset those who've yet to let this notion we've set that exotic animals are to be met with less fret. Get past. Be it because they're crass or hold fast to notions of the past, we make it our task to ask they not harass our ass as we share animals with the class. And if you're agitated that our efforts have created a following elated to see pets we appreciated, then let it be stated, but to have your fears legislated so what's hated gets slated to be exterminated is a gross misuse of a system introduced for a use better than what's often produced by those whose excuse for such abuse amounts to verbal refuse they let loose over ignorance they deduce. Is worth every right lost, a pet that's tossed as a cost for their needing to boss all they come across. Yeah. And that's the poem. Now, where's the one about traffic that I wrote? Oh. See, and this was in response to finding out that we had monetized. My appreciation for our situation needs no iteration, for it bleeds into the very foundation of my current station in relation to the YouTube nation. We fought for this spot, and though fraught with foes and woes, we got our shot. So let's not lose sight of this fight, to shed a light on pets and workouts that might delight. I've never strived to keep hope alive on a site that deprives many of a way to connive to arrive at a point where they'd thrive. Yet here we stand amidst plans ran that might land us at a point where we can start a brand.
Now that the on-site judging is over,
So long as we can be free to post what some will see as something to willfully be seen with glee or curiosity. So let's raise a glass for getting past every crass hard ass who thought followers amassed wouldn't last. Whoop! Party!
While they're waiting.
We have gotten to the 3,000 watch hours mark, which means we can monetize to some extent. Spanky, can you say it? All right, now it's time for more V-ups, and then we will go and do the Scorpion and the Theraphos Apophysis, then more V-ups, and then the Roaches, and then we go to bed. Oliver, no. Don't wink at me, you freak of nature. Dodgers!
We're at the Murfreesboro Barbecue Cook-Off, where the pitmasters are waiting to
Dodgers! Oliver! You know, you gotta let me sit down so that I can scratch you, right? Oliver. Oliver. Duchess! I just got Oliver to move.
It just brings a second feeling.
Oh, God.
They can't stand it.
Oliver! It's a baby. Whoa, Wolfie! My baby!
Alright. Thank you. Now we can find
Oliver, Wolf, you can come here.
Myron
You can
Nixon
walk there.
tells a story, plays a game, and he can cook an awesome product. So he'll do well in NBN, but he may sacrifice his KCBS for it. I think he'll be very surprised at how well I'm gonna do. That's a bummer, isn't it?
Right there. That's a
Myron
good
Nixon
spot.
makes it a clean sweep by making finals in all 3 on-site categories. None of the other pitmasters makes the cut.
NBA is my special. Yeah, I've been confident about this contest from day one when you were kind of.
Only teams who make it to the finals in MBN can become grand champion. So Myron is the only one of our pitmasters who can take it all. The awards are about to
Right
begin
there.
for both the MBN and KCBS competitions. The KCBS awards are first, and all our pitmasters have a shot at winning
All right, there you go,
grand
Oliver.
champion in this contest.
There you go.
Anxiously
It's Wolf's turn.
results of the PCBS
Ah.
contest, and we're hoping that our little Hail Mary stunt worked.
Go on.
I always feel good about contests, and there's a good chance we can wind up winning grand. So,
Wolf!
but, you know, there's always a shot to not.
Did they turn it? Are they completely out of sight?
On the KCBS.
Makes you happy, yo.
This contest
She just burped directly into my face.
And the KCBS together.
Really, Duchess?
Challenge. I really want to see the.
Don't look back at me like you're innocent.
KCBS grand champion.
Oh!
Most overall points in every category combined.
KCBS. Am I right?
Oliver's cuter than the puppy on the bag. Yes, when Oliver did a photo shoot for the dog food.
Oliver, I'm gonna do my next set, and then we can go out.
Teams, we ended up getting fifth
Who's the
overall, which
girl?
is absolutely outstanding. It's the highest that we've placed, and we are very, very pleased with the overall result.
You let me sleep tonight, and I'll be just as happy tomorrow. How does that sound?
No, you know the best part about tomorrow? She's gonna spend all day at Mom's house,
Oh, she's gonna be so out.
so you can trim her nails. They need done. Like, that's why I have this big bruise on my arm from her.
Yeah, you bruising people. You a bruiser. You a bruiser.
In the KCBS competition, Leanne came in 5th place overall and placed 7th in chicken, 5th in ribs, 7th
Gotcha.
in pork, and 11th
I got you. What are you gonna do?
I was so psyched when I got called on Rick.
Myron came in 10th place overall and placed 14th in ribs, 28th in pork, and 15th in
Oliver!
brisket.
Didn't do as well as we like. Basically, those damn back one was great.
Johnny came in
Fine.
17th overall,
We'll take him
Go
out.
do your
2nd in
exercises
chicken,
first.
37th in ribs, 36th in
Duchess!
and 7th in brisket. And Harry came in 18th
Pushing me
overall,
around.
placed 11th in chicken, 24th in ribs,
All right, here we
29th in
go.
pork, and 16th in brisket.
the guy that had a little too much alcohol, he walked over there, handed me his hand and said, "You won the bet, and I congratulate you."
I love the bet fair is where I just wanted to do my bet.
The bottom line was that paid off. That really made you feel good.
The grand champion of the Memphis Barbecue Network. In MBN, the team with the highest score in any one category will be crowned grand champion. The grand champion, sector $1,500 goes to Jackson South. Congratulations, man.
We're looking at a little over $3,000 cash, prize money. Ain't a bad weekend.
In the MBN competition, Myron won the grand champion. Came in first in whole hog, pork shoulder, and ribs. Leanne entered whole hog and placed 9th. And in ribs, she placed 8th. Harry Sue entered ribs only and came in 4th. And Johnny entered ribs only and came in 20th.
I came away with a 7th place brisket call and a 2nd place chicken in the KCBS.
All right.
Feel good.
I ended up placing 5th overall in KCBS, which to me is awesome.
Hey, Turbo Tony.
Actually beat the rest of the team and had the highest scores of everyone.
Overall, we came in 18 out of 44 teams, and this is our very first MBN contest. So we're really thrilled and jazzed that we were able to do well in a field of 48 teams.
Oh, hell yeah, I thought it would do well and win the contest.
Yeah, I actually wore that to
I
bowl.
got a shot.
Did you enjoy it?
All 3 first
Well, I took it off when I
places.
got there because I don't pull the sleeves.
And I see lazy faces.
Howdy.
It's not the first time Jack's whole side has done
Looking like a lean, mean spider machine.
good job, but
That's right.
you know, it's a
Didn't we have 8 likes before?
Couple thousand
Now we're down to 7.
dollars just to get back home empty. My pit's made by a good friend of mine that probably was California.
Where'd it go?
His name is Jamie Gear. Jamie's pitch.
Where'd what go?
I call her the World Vet. She's painted red. She's sexy. She's beautiful. But she cooks good. I got nicer wheels on my pit than I do my home. Good day.
We got 8 likes back.
There's a new
Oh, thank you. Oh. Oh. Oliver, what are you doing? You better not find something out here to chase. The other day he wanted to get a raccoon. The day before that, there were deer up on the tracks. Freaked out because of that. Oliver, what are you doing? Oliver, come on. Go potty. Oh, I think he's gonna do it. Oh, there it is. It's duty time. He's gonna drop a caca. My caffeine's starting to wear out. So when we get back inside, we'll go and we'll talk about the Asian forest scorpion. We will go and deal with the Theraphosa apophysis. We'll do some more on the floor. And then go and deal with the roaches. After the roaches is bedtime. Alright, come on, Ollie. Good boy. Oh, God. Come on. Oh. You're the one that came out here. Don't look at me like I have the answers. I cannot drop a log in the grass for you. Duchess. And she's a pooping. That did not take long. Good girl. Oh, I can't wait for bed. Bed sounds so amazing. Then this weekend we got to double down and really start cleaning out the trailer. Now that the other trailer is parked next to it, we need to clean it out, plug it in, assess whether the plugins work, the structure, look for any leaks, any mold, and then start planning how we're going to set the cages up, because come March, all of our animals are going to have to go into that trailer. And it's a huge undertaking, especially since it's going to be during a colder month. Hopefully it's not snowing. Duchess! Come on. Come on. Oh my God, take your time. Get in.
That is just not right.
Duchess, what are you doing?
I have everything timed just right, and I was sitting there staring at it. That's low.
All right.
In the heart of barbecue country, Decatur, Alabama, some of the best teams in the country are here competing for over $15,000 in cash and prizes.
I'm coming in and I'm cooking a contest with a new recipe that I've never practiced or done before. I always practice recipes before taking a full contest.
What's the recipe he's doing?
$18,000 in prize money, and I'm trying something I've never tried before. I hope it works out. 2 years
What?
is a strong category for me. The last 6
All right.
months just kind of dropped off. I'm tired of my brisket recipe, I'm ready for some new. Our old recipe for brisket always just seemed to be a bit flat for us. It just didn't have a lot of pizzazz, it tasted. So we're coming this weekend and we're expecting. And then to bring on more flavor, we're gonna marinate on top of that. I'm really excited about it. We're gonna try and coax out on some graviness. The ingredients in our injection are top secret.
Now this is our Asian forest scorpion. She is looking real good.
Laid out and they're all in camouflage containers. So I have little codes on the bottom. And so I just look on the bottom and then it'll tell me.
Beautiful little critter. Now, this little gal shares a trait with pretty much all other species of scorpion. That trait being the reaction that they have to UV light. I guess what? We all eat poo. I don't think that's necessarily true, and if it is, I'd rather not. Now this is biofluorescence. This occurs when a chemical compound in the exoskeleton of the scorpion absorbs the UV light and converts it into a light spectrum that we can more easily see. Bodily fluids do the same thing under UV light. So, yeah. There we go. It's actually just checking the floor. Hoping that I didn't see anything that closed. I would be mortified. So yeah, look at that. Now if you're in an area that has a scorpion species or two, and you want to see just what you're dealing with, go out with a black light. Be very careful, very cautious, because in the United States and a few other places, there happen to be species of scorpion that can either make you very sick or kill you. For starters, the bark scorpion and the death stalker scorpion. You're fine. Jesus. Now that side of the cage is looking really good, so we're not going to go and spritz it. But yeah, she's not very happy with me since I went and disturbed her peace. So these guys are insectivorous. They typically like to eat crickets. However, giving them recently molt roaches is another good way to go. She ate a whole medium-sized orange-head roach all by herself the other day. And then the next week, we fed her 2 crickets. And she is looking all the healthier for it. You're fine. Ooh. She's a little bit feistier than she usually is. So we're just going to let her kind of simmer down. Asian forest scorpions, which is what we have, are probably the easiest animal to take care of in the pet trade. They sometimes do have one of the worst tempers. However, their environment dictates that they needn't receive as much specialized care as, let's say, tarantulas, because of the fact that these scorpions can exist in temperatures all the way down to 70 degrees. That means that you can actually have them slightly below room temperature if need be. So let's say you've got your room decked out for tarantulas and snakes, while everybody is pretty much like all the tarantulas and snakes are pretty much above the halfway mark in your house. These guys can be on a lower shelf where it stays typically 70 to 73 degrees because that's the way, they like it. The same goes with the Vietnamese centipede that we have. Is that little bugger likes to have it a little bit cooler too. Now they can typically go all the way up to 80 degrees, but you don't want to keep it there because too much heat, just like too little heat, will stress an animal out. You don't want to stress an animal out because that can hasten their overall demise. Nobody likes to lose a pet, especially early.
I believe in doing that with a steak. I'm not sure I believe in it for big cuts of meat.
I'm still wondering where that came from, Acid. Why would you say that on the live? Why would you say we all eat poo?
We're gonna go ahead and replace it so we can provide power for the whole weekend. Can I have a tape, Captain?
I am so worried.
I'm gonna have to cut you out of power for 30
What is the favorite thing that people like to say on some super lewd content that they find? Every day we drift a little bit further away from God. All right. Look at that. So that is our Theraphosa apophysis female. Who is we? Anybody who reads the statement that she made, that we all eat poo. Alrighty then. Oh Lord. You're fine, child. But also silent. Roasted or traumatized? Maybe a little bit of both.
I don't know what to do about it because I don't have another avenue. Two cookers are not gonna do it.
Now, the Theraphosa apophysis tarantulas are related to the T. burgundy and the T. blondie. And all three tarantulas, in my personal opinion, make up the three largest species in the world. I mean, I guess they're all part of the same subspecies. But anyway, the Theraphosa blondie is technically the Goliath bird-eating tarantula, which is known to be the heaviest bodied tarantula in the world. The Theraphosa burgundy is second, and the Theraphosa apophysis, which is what we have, comes in third, and it's also very much a leggy little bugger. They all tend to have some pretty bad attitudes, not gonna lie. But they are great eaters when they're not pre-molt. I was told that they tend to molt out fast. I think somebody was having a laugh at my expense. We're just hoping that she molts soon because we don't want her molting after we deal with the overall move or during the move, because all of these animals that we have, all of the exotic animals that we have, are all going to have to go back out into the trailer from whence they came 2 years ago. And once out in the trailer, they're going to probably be staying there for about 2 weeks. We are going to be heading out pretty much as soon as we're done. Are we officially staying at your parents? No?
They don't want to unless they have to
All right. Well,
because of that.
I don't agree with that theory.
then we've got to figure out.
If I open the door.
We got to go and make a phone call to.
Well, we gotta talk to Kim and Jason, and Kim didn't know it was coming bowling today.
All right. Well, there's Kim and Jason, and then we got to go and look to see if it really is thousands of dollars to go and rent out a room over at Oyo. I
That's what
can't.
was online.
I can't imagine that they would charge thousands of dollars for a
It was
hotel
like 8,000
Nobody out there's using that
for a month.
deal right
for
now.
2 weeks,
I'm always picking.
$1,000 for 2
not
weeks.
including fees.
That's one of the new things I've tried.
Are they out of their mind? They do realize that they're not renting out a house.
It's pretty chicken out.
I've been doing research.
I think some people are like fucking stoned out.
Even though if Kim and Jason say no, Mom will end up saying
I'm gonna
yes.
season them up.
All right.
I'm gonna shape them into cupcake pans or muffin pans, if you will. It is very important to have
Jamal Gamer 11 shot dead
size and
in
color.
Atlanta, January 12, 2005.
They're gonna see
I don't even know who Jamal is, but pray for his family. I don't understand why people got to be shooting each other up like that. I'll be back, folks.
To do that, but every single one of them is perfect. So for like a do or die day, if it goes well, great. If it goes bad, then figure it out.
I looked up at Austin, saw these damn muffin bands. That pissed me off. And I walked over there and just see who the thought he was taking my nice muffin pan. Thank you. Those are damn pretty. Damn muffin pans he had were like this in size and holes. Well, the damn chicken thighs like that. So really the performing of it ain't gonna happen. You gotta size them down.
Yeah.
If you're gonna steal something, you can at least be good at it. Maybe stealing's what he can work at and be better at than he is a damn barbecue cook. If you win the damn steak and chicken,
I thought Myron overreacted to my use of the muffin pan. I thought it was kind of funny. Sorry, Myron, but it was a good technique. I'm taking it. Some people might consider it stealing, but it's not. Like I said, it's not rocket science. We're not reinventing the wheel here. I wouldn't give away my secret ingredients, but a muffin pan is not an ingredient.
liars, treachery, damn thieves, I can't stand. Paul didn't seem sorry for taking my damn idea when I walked over there. I mean, he was just damn kind of head down, nonchalant about it. I really didn't want to make eye contact with him. Hell, I wouldn't either. If I pickpocket ass, I want to get away from him. And that's kind of what he wanted to do with me. I wonder what he's doing with anybody else out here today.
In just a little while, teams are going to start slicing up and boxing their meat to turn it in. The first category they'll turn in is chicken, followed by ribs, pork, and brisket. They only have a 10-minute window from 11:55 until 12:05 to turn in their chicken boxes to the judges. And if they're even 1 second late, they'll be disqualified.
Anti motor. Good luck. Based on what you just told me about what just happened, I got a special cook.
What's it say on it? For a thieving bastard?
For a thieving bastard. It's shigging. Shigging is the act of entering another's cook site with the intent to steal their process. I believe this just happened to you, if I'm not mistaken. This will hold 2.5
I don't know big enough way I feel. This damn shigging thing. Like when you go over to somebody's damn tent, you snoozing them while you're stealing. In the damn store, that's a thieving. That's all that is. Coming up on the pretense of wanting to be your friend. Y'all have that all the time. Everybody wants to be my friend and socialize, but all the hell they want to do is see and watch. Most of the time, my friends I got are standing on this damn tent wearing black shirts.
You see this little cupcake tray?
The fuck?
Myron, I had to do the same thing. I definitely don't think I stole the muffin pan idea. As a culinary chef, I view it as
All right.
a technique more than anything. A technique that I haven't seen before. I've seen a lot of stuff, so I thought it was a killer technique. So, okay. Jeff, you gonna be ready to roll 2 minutes?
Nobody.
We got 4 minutes to get down there. Garnishing.
And clearly it was somebody.
Honey,
What do you want?
Chicken tray.
Nothing.
I want to throw it back on the grill so I can get this bite through.
You ate the last of my snakes?
Get it into the box, and I'll have Jeff get it down to the judge's tent.
you
That
want the
button.
last individual snake?
No. You eat it.
That looks nice.
And you think about what you did while you're doing it.
Well, my chicken came out phenomenal. We've been working and working.
All right.
I know this
At
weekend.
first,
I did notice that, but then I turned around once I noticed.
No, let's just focus on the primary stuff. Maybe if we have more money left over, possibly. Well, a steak sauce, I will add that nobody introduced us to
Saturday morning in
the gamer
Turn
that you're
it
talking
up,
about.
And teams only have 1 minute left to get their chicken entries to the judges' tent.
That's a mighty fine looking chicken.
I never heard of Jamal until you brought it up.
I'll be right back.
At first, Jeff wasn't hustling. Once I noticed the time, I think he realized too, oh, we're getting ready to go down.
We don't want to do it. Oh, God.
We missed it, 15 seconds.
Oh,
We
no.
walk of shame.
Damn, dude.
Guess what?
Yeah, I see that.
We'll never do that again.
This first turn in the back of the drum sucks, you know, because we had it, that was it. That chicken is good, you know. It was a mistake. That blows, dude. That blows. I was crushed because it basically takes your shot at grand champion completely out of the game.
Y'all made it turn in. No, I'm proud for you. Pretty chicken.
Myron, after I got disqualified for chicken, obviously has to come over and give me a little, because I'm using his muffin pan idea.
Pretty chicken. Remember they over here, Paul's 15 seconds late getting his chicken in the box over there.
Oh.
You, famous muffin chicken. One cupcake chicken back here to be mine. Well, that's what happens to you when you steal, especially in the barbecue world. You get paid back in spades. You got it. Bad happens.
You know, Myron's Myron. He's gonna bust balls anyway, so, you know, he should just stay over here and keep cooking.
All the chicken entries are in. Now it's up to the judges. Every judging table has 6 judges. It's presided over by a table captain, and the table captain is the one that brings them the food. There are as many judges as there are teams. Each table of 6 judges will taste it.
Whew.
Oh, remember that the book Mom was looking for?
Yeah.
Found it
Yeah, where was it?
in that box.
Oh, Lord.
Found it. So I slammed off the box down. Okay.
No.
I'm gonna put this in the back.
No. Yes. All right, so these are the male roaches. They still have some dog chow in there. They still have water. Their environment is still really moist. We are going to give them a little bit of fish flakes, but we're also going to let them focus on the dog chow so that they eat that all up. Next, I think we'll actually get roach food, because it sounds like it's going to cost less than the fish flakes. Because this is 8.81 ounces, and the fish flakes are like 1 pound. Not fish flakes, the roach food is like 1 pound. So, oh, I've lost everybody. Oh. I don't see any new molts. It's okay. We do have people interested in buying these. So we will be prepping and selling in bulk to knock down our numbers drastically. I think we have far more males than we do female adults. And we'll be selling, I would say, about 200 roaches per box that are going to be going out to individuals who have asked for them. The roaches themselves are going to go inside a deli cup inside the box. And it's going to be a bunch of juveniles, a bunch of adults, and a bunch of babies. Once they are shipped out, and once they arrive, it will not be our problem. These guys will be going for 25 cents a roach, plus shipping, handling, okay. So these guys right here are the ones that we want to keep our hands on, because these roaches are actually climate controlled, i.e. they will not breed at temperatures under a certain amount. So oh, sorry. These are dubia roaches. They are what?
You would never believe what I found in the bed.
Nothing.
No, there was something.
What'd you find?
A flattened squeakless toy.
Mm. Are my ear things up on the dresser?
Yes.
Alright. So these guys are really tropical critters. And they're eating their food now. Soon we're going to have to upgrade their cage, which hopefully won't be hard with the males and the females going bye-bye to the orange head roaches.
So, hon, there were half the pizza, 4 slices, so I just put them all in one bag.
No, you need to have some for lunch, remember?
No, I was just having it for dinner.
Oh, I thought you said you needed some for lunch.
No.
I was about to be like, honey, what are you doing? Scared me. All right. So with this paycheck, we need to go and assess whether we can afford to get the shipping stuff done. They are very much interested in taking the roaches off of our hands. We just need to get together the cost. I think the cost should run at about probably no more than $30, giving shipping and handling, with the cost of the roaches being 25 cents a pop. We're not paying for shipping because we ship per box and not per weight. Alright, guys.
Did you already do the big cage of roaches?
Yeah. You guys have a good night. Stay safe. Subscribe. And remember, I better not see you on the news unless it's good news. Good night.